Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Look at this selfie stick. It goes to China and back. I hope you can hear me just fine. So, back home. There you go, baby doll. Well. I have a few subjects for you, and they are related to Ukraine and Russia. First, it seems like all this adventure, I can't call it anything else than an adventure of some Western countries controlled by some interest, economic interest, financial interest, eventually destroy not Russia, but destroy the Western Europe. Well, Eastern Europe is not there, so you can't destroy something is not there. So I have here with my little CC iPad, the last time I lost here. So as I was walking and I was showing you my Colt Magnum 357, I had this underneath my armpit and I dropped it, so I had to come back and pick it up, retrieve it. And I still have my Colt here, and I have something else for you to show you. No, not that one. Not that one. And that is my knife. Someone says, well, you need a knife. Well, I have a knife, and I'm going to show you the knife I have. I bought for some time. It is Toledo steel, and I have it here on I can show you further because I have underwear on. I don't want to show you my underwear and my 357 at my hip. So, at the end of this video, I will present my what's this, like going through the big water? I will present you my knife. So what do we have? We have some countries who are very verbal in saying, well, Russia must be destroyed, Russia must be this, Russia must be that. But they are small countries. They are Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, the Baltic states, let alone Poland. Poland is a big country with a big population compared to Europe, and not only, but Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, these are really insignificant countries by population, economies, military, whatever you want. The location is strategic against the Russians. But let me show you a few articles that I'm going to discuss in this video. Let me just open my CC iPad here. And we have this. First, according to Ukrainska Pravda, and it is from today, Saturday the 30th, European Union chief, which is the chief diplomat, her name is Kaya Kallas. She is an infantile ignorant. That's what she is. She says that frozen Russian assets cannot be returned to Russia unless reparations are paid. Well, that reminds me of black reparations, Holocaust reparations, all these kind of reparations. Well, I don't think she has in her brain, maybe the Russians can ask for reparations. I know, you can say, what the hell are you talking about, Emil? This is crazy. No, it's not. In the Russians' annals, they are the victims. They are the ones who are being attacked. They are the ones who are being encircled and threatened with destruction, and they had to defend themselves. So the truth is somewhere in the middle. Now, who do you think is going to conduct this reparation? Do you think it's going to be the Russian or Chinese companies that will do it? No, it's going to be the Western countries. This is a racket. This is a business opportunity, my friends. Orchestrated by the same interest, who will come now and reconstruct, repair. All right, that's the first one. And we have Ukrainska Pravda again. Lithuania also calls for confiscation of frozen Russian assets. Legal solution available. Now, and you have a little young man over there, very much a soybean guy. Lithuania has 2.8 million people total population. 2.8, my friends, 2.8, a village. So he thinks, this guy in Lithuania, got some Sakeda things here, he thinks that it's actually okay to confiscate the Russian assets because there's some legal something. Now, between you and I, if there would be no United States of America around, I guarantee you that Lithuania will keep its mouth shut big time, big time. But then what happens? Then what happens in the mafia, where you have the big guy with the connections and everything else, and then you have the what? Then you have the little guys. All right, next. And the little guys are big mouths. Next one. Estonia insists that Russian frozen assets be confiscated and transferred to Ukraine. This is from, again, Ukrainska Pravda, today the 30th. Again, Estonia, I think it has 1.3 million people. 1.3, I think it have million people, out of which I think 24% are ethnic Russians. So they are in very big doo-doo if they allow those ethnic Russians to vote on ethnic denomination, or how you want to call it. Again, Estonia. Then we have Finland, another country that borders Russia, the same as Lithuania borders Kaliningrad, and Estonia borders Russia by St. Petersburg area. Now we have Finland. Finland wants to prepare 19th package of sanctions with US and put pressure on Russia with tariffs. Again, this is from Ukrainska Pravda, again from today. Now, what's going on with these guys? All of a sudden, making these statements, all of them being okay to place sanctions, to get the Russian assets. Who gave the order? Do you think it's coincidental? Next one. No return of frozen Russian assets without reparations. This imbecile Kaya Kallas, again, from New Voice of Ukraine, the same date. Next one. Germany's Merz. This is the Chancellor of Germany. Not very smart, not very courageous, but somehow he's in charge of that used to be great country, nation. Germany Merz accuses Russia of destabilizing democracies. Well, let me run you through some history, recent history. So it should be very fresh in the imbecile's Merz head. Let's start with this one. Do you know who overthrew the government, the democratically elected government? That means it was democratically elected government in Minsk, Ukraine in 2014. When there were some traitors, with the help of some Western interests, agencies, they overthrew the legitimate government of Viktor Yanukovych. That was the legitimate one. And the how do you call it? The ridiculousness of this situation is this. The government that was put in place right after that was recognized as the legitimate government of Ukraine by the Western democracies. So that is like United States of America. Let me give you an example or a scenario. You have some people here that don't like the government, let's say. They overthrow the government with their armed conflict with the help of Chinese, Russian and North Korean secret service or with intelligence services. Like, I don't know, KGB as it used to be and others in these countries. And after they get the power, militarily, they kill people, basically, that's what happens. Then the democracies recognize the government as being the legitimate government. Now, do you think that's fair? Heard something. Anyway, so that's what Mr. Merz is talking about. Germany's Merz accuses Russia of destabilizing democracies. What democracies? Do you call France a democracy? France barred Marine Le Pen from running. Do you call Romania a democracy? They do, but Romania barred Mr. Georgescu and Miss Șoșoacă from running. They are about to, in Germany, the great democracy of Germany, they want to bar the alternative for Deutschland. What democracy? United States of America, you had Biden being elected and then Trump being elected? Do you call these democracies? I don't like the ferns, but I have to go through them. Anyway, so it's really idiotic. And then we find out von der Leyen, that unelected official of the European Union, she's just the president of the European Commission. She's not the president of the European Union. European Union does not have an elected president by the people, by the citizens of the European Union. She says that Putin is a predator. Now, what's a predator? The predator goes and attacks victims, right, and takes over things. Well, isn't that more proper to call NATO a predator? Or isn't that like the European Union? You want me to give you an example? I will give you at least one. Serbia. Serbia right now is preyed on by the NATO predator and the European Union predators. That's what's going on over there. Serbia does not want to join these guys, and these guys are attacking, are trying to destabilize it. I can give you the example of Georgia. I can give you the example of Armenia, of Azerbaijan. If these countries say no to European Union, that means they are undemocratic. That means we have to do something. So I know it was not Russia who moved westward towards the European Union and NATO states. It was those guys moving towards Russia, which is what? I mean, as a predator, you can wait for the prey to come to you like the Russians are doing right now, or you can try to sneak upon it and then boom, kill it. Now, I don't think that fits to Putin necessarily, but if it fits Putin, I think it fits European Union and NATO 10 times better, the definition of a predator. All right, and we find out another loser, another one bites the dust, right? Queen, Freddie Mercury, correct. And that is France. Let me try to sit on this, maybe not. Great Britain's economy is in deep doo-doo. Germany, I covered that yesterday, I think it was, when Merz, again, this imbecile, claimed that the German economy is unsustainable and the services are unsustainable. And then now your French Prime Minister, not a baboon, Prime Minister admits debt will devastate next generation, according to Russia Today, again from the 30th of August 2025. Paris has spiraled into uncontrolled borrowing for the comfort of boomers, Francois Bayou has said. So what does it tell you? If you don't have a strong economy, if you don't have a viable economy, if the business environment, again, I'm going to put this underneath my armpit, right there, I'm going to drop it and I'm going to look for it in the evening. So if you don't have a strong economy, if you don't have a strong business environment, you will have to borrow to make up for whatever garbage you're losing. And that's the way, that's the reality. Now, if you are borrowing in the name of a cause, like the Ukraine cause, and if you don't have money, who do you think is going to pay for that? Exactly, the future generations. In this case, the future generation of France. The same with the Germans, the Brits. These guys will go bankrupt and they will still tell you that they do it for the right thing. Now, personally, I don't care. I don't care. I live in the United States of America. If they tell me, well, you know what? We have to support Zelensky and your children will have to work harder and have a worse standard of living, I'm not going to vote for that person. But if we talk about voting. So, my friends, Europe is destroyed. The Americans are not. And the Russians are not. So, who are the big losers? Now, besides, or aside from the Ukrainians, who really pay not only in land, culture, and economy, they lose in, or they pay in blood. Nobody else is paying in blood. So, who is the other loser? The European Union is the other loser. The United States of America really incorporated the European Union not in its sphere of influence, in its dominance. And now let me show you my little toys that I have with me. Later today I will make a video. I'm going to shoot my Red Baron. That's the name of my AK-47 Zastava variant. and I will make a video shooting some rounds. I bought some rounds. I'm going to tell you the story. I went to a gun show and I had a little run-in with a guy, and I will tell you about. So I bought some rounds, about 600 rounds, I think. And no, I know. All right, I paid I think $400. They were $10 for 20 rounds. That's a very good price for an Schatzeschaftesdoi 672 and 38. All right, so let me show you here. On my right, I have this, and if I can take it out, but I gotta have that thing over there. This is obviously, and you're familiar with it, this is my Colt. This is my Magnum 357 Colt. Obviously you can see I'm not fucking around here in case we have some people to talk to me. Not animals, people I'm talking. And the other one is my knife, and I'm gonna show you my knife that I have for some time. I haven't used it yet, but it has a Toledo blade still. This is it. All right, let me get it closer. All right, and on the other side, this is my knife with wooden handle. I don't know how you call these things. Anyway, and this is, again, it's steel. In case you wanna fuck someone up with this and with that and coming back. All right, so this is my beautiful knife. Someone said, oh, show me, you need a knife. No, I don't need a knife. I have a knife, and obviously the color that I like on my handle, I don't know how you call it, and beautiful steel of Toledo, supposedly one of the best. So this is the one, and I'm using, if necessary, I don't know, to cut cheese and shit when I eat my when I eat my wine. I will drink my cheese. Yeah, I had some wine already, so sue me. All right, my friends, I'm gonna make after this a video with shooting the Zastava, the Red Baron. So and then I will go on the beach. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go on the beach, riding the beach. Yeah, and I'm going to make a video over there as well. Quiet little fucker. All right, and this is beautiful long selfie stick on my favorite property. I have to name it, and I couldn't find a name yet, but maybe I will ask you guys to help me with that in another video. Well, and I will explain exactly what kind of parameters I'm looking for. I will not limit you to any words like I did, unfortunately, for my Red Baron AK-47 Zastava. All right, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.